I'm a man, I'm a pro, and I'm better than you. I can bend you like a pretzel, I can tear you in two. I like to taunt you and scare you and make you feel lame. Cause in this business, that's the name of the game. I'm a big-time wrestler and I like what I do. I destroy my opponent just to entertain you. I win or I lose by the count of 3. But whatever the outcome, you can't defeat me. The ropes won't save you when I start my attack. If you try to escape, I'll just pull you back. I'll spin you like a top, and when you've had enough, I'll turn up the heat and really start to get rough. Cause I'm a big-time wrestler and I like what I do. I destroy my opponent just to entertain you. I win or I lose by the count of 3. But whatever the outcome, you can't defeat me. 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 Hey everybody, Larry Ace Lloyd here for Wrestle Birmingham. We've got high-stakes NWA Championship Wrestling on the show tonight, and right off the top of the deck, we've got highlights from the June the 10th match between the Stud Stable and the Armstrong family. Now watch closely, because this is what led up to the signing of the Texas Death Match for August the 12th. Let's watch now.
Opponent at bay in that they don't see exactly where his eyes are looking. As you see the construction of the mask that Bullet Bob. Scott Armstrong starting for his team against Robert Fuller, the Tennessee Stud. Alabama Tag Team Championship on the line today.
He was very upset about the way he lost last time. But let's think about it. It was his fault he lost last time because he's the one that brought the object, whatever that object was, inside the ring. Bullet just took it away from him and used it.
And to his advantage, the referee didn't see it. The tapes were reviewed. And after seeing what the tapes had to say, literally, the NWA Board of Directors and the Director of Enforcement said, hey, the decision stands as the referee saw it. And as a result, the Armstrongs were declared and remained the Alabama Tag Team Champions.
Well, they are the people's champions, no doubt about that. Super kick Scott Armstrong. The man has improved in his years. I remember seeing his first wrestling match many, many years ago, and I'm going to tell you, this man is really, he is the most underrated wrestler of our time. He is one of the greats.
Well, when you look at the whole Armstrong family, and a close family they are indeed, a very devout family, a very religious family. They're true to each other, but you got Road Dogg, you got Scott, you got Brad, you got Daddy Bullet Bob. I mean, these are outstanding people. I mean, in or out of the ring makes no difference. They're just outstanding people.
Well, an arm drag takedown by super kick Scott Armstrong.
Armstrong with the advantage on the Tennessee Stud, Robert Fuller, and of course Jimmy Golden complaining to the referee, Roy George, about this situation. But this Fuller-Golden team is as close to brotherhood as you can possibly get in the ring. And look at Scott Armstrong with that reversal. Catches Fuller in the midsection, coming off. Tag is made. Here comes Jimmy Golden. We'll see him for the first time, and he gets a taste of that same medicine. And boy, Scott Armstrong is throwing those right hands at vengeance now. And there's one by the Bullet in the corner. Jimmy Golden, quite frankly, I think is a little discombobulated as to where he is.
Well, the gorgeous one is being took care of by the Bullet. Now look at the Bullet goes in the ring. He's taking advantage while the referee is, well, this is, I guess, fair play. I mean, they're going to do what the Fullers and Golden do.
And the Fullers are, Fuller and Golden rather have taken the worst to wear of this, as Bullet Bob Armstrong has really wore down Jimmy Golden very quickly. And the gorgeous Jimmy Golden thrown back in the ring. You know, I think about the nicknames of some of these wrestlers, and they've had them for many, many years. Fuller and Golden, it's almost, when it rolls off your tongue, you almost can't say one without saying the other. And that's what I was referring to in their tag team style. But right now, the Armstrongs showing why they are the Alabama Tag Team Champions. Armstrong, Elix, Skipper, raising Kane on the side of the ring, and now Scott Armstrong's thrown into the ropes, and Robert Fuller put a knee into the mid-back area of Scott Armstrong, and Armstrong went down in a hurry, and Jimmy Golden right away goes in with that hand across the throat. And Scott Armstrong now, eyes being raked by Golden. Golden taking over on Scott Armstrong, takes him into his own corner. Dangerous place to be for the Armstrongs. And Golden going to work. Tag is made. Robert Fuller going to come. Maybe the tag wasn't made. Fuller came in as if the tag were made. Now look at Elix Skipper. He's taking over on Scott Armstrong. He's just struggling to the floor. Now Armstrong and Fuller. Bob Armstrong and Fuller. In the meantime, over on the floor, Scott Armstrong being worked over by Golden and Elix Skipper.
Well, now we see why he wanted Skipper at the ringside. That's Robert Fuller. The man, it's like, well, you know, I've got to have 2 or 3 people out there to help me. This man has a mind. It's scary, actually.
You don't quite know what he's thinking, but you do know what he's thinking, and that's the scary part. Armstrong set up now. Here's Robert Fuller making his way into the ring, and there's Golden throwing Armstrong to the floor again, and Elix Skipper's right over there on him. Bullet Bob is trying to get it to Robert Fuller, and the referee between the two. And in the meantime, Scott Armstrong just being worked over. 2-on-1, and now tossed back into the ring. Now Golden climbing back into the ring right after him.
Armstrong has taken a beating by all 3 men. Scott Armstrong's got to get over and get the tag.
Pressure on the lower part of the back and squeezing air out of Scott Armstrong.
And you know, this has to be bad. They've rammed him. They rammed his ribs and his back into the corner of the ring. Elix Skipper has been punching and kicking on him. So this is going to wear Scott down if he doesn't get the tag.
Looking to get the tag to Bob Armstrong. Got it. Bullet Bob gets the tag. He comes in. Wait a minute. The referee didn't see the tag. The referee is ordering Bob Armstrong out of the ring. And in the meantime, Scott Armstrong has to fend for himself with Jimmy Golden, and Golden may have kicked him a bit low. Scott mounting a comeback with those lefts and rights against Jimmy Golden. Golden with the height advantage, but Scott Armstrong now sent to the ring ropes again, and this time Elix Skipper grabs him again.
He's got his legs. He's got Scott Armstrong's leg.
Armstrong is caught. 1, 2, wait a minute. From back in the dressing room, Elix Skipper from behind is caught and being nailed by River D'Angelo, his former partner.
Oh, that's Brad Armstrong.
Oh, is that Brad? It is Brad.
That's Brad Armstrong.
You're right, it is Brad Armstrong out there. Wait a minute, Danny Fuller is down out there.
Fuller's down there now.
A brawl breaking out outside the ring. In the meantime, the Armstrongs taking over on Fuller and Golden in the ring. You're right, when he first hit, I thought it was River D'Angelo, but you're right, it's Brad Armstrong. And Brad Armstrong being double-teamed on the floor, and Bob Armstrong has the sleeper hold on Robert Fuller.
He's got the sleeper hold. He is putting, look at that, he's putting Robert Fuller down.
Robert Fuller is going to La-La Land quickly here. Oh, he pulled the referee into the head. Robert Fuller knocked off Bullet Bob Armstrong. Armstrong had that sleeper cinched in, grabs it again.
Grabs it again. He's got the sleeper back on.
Golden. Oh my gosh, Jimmy Golden's got something in his hand. Looks like it may be knuckles. And he just nailed Bullet Bob Armstrong with whatever he had in his hand. And Armstrong releases the sleeper hold, but Robert Fuller is out. He is out cold. And now Jimmy Golden dragging Fuller over on top of Bullet Bob.
The Stud Stable is anteing up big for the August the 12th death match. Let's see what they've got to say.
August the 12th. August the 12th. Do you realize August the 12th is one of the most beautiful days in the history of our lives? Do you know what we got to look forward to? As Alabama Tag Team Champions, we get a chance to show and peddle our wares. And do you know what that means? That means a Texas death match with the 6 of wrestlers in the ring at the same time. 3 of the greatest in all of the world on our side. You're going to have to answer that bell, Bob Armstrong, before the 10 count. We'll beat you 40 times Keep getting up. You'll make it to 3. You'll make it to 5. You'll make it to 7. And then, Daddy, you're out. And out for good because the 10 count is not going your way. Am I right,
Boy,
Jimmy?
did you see the look on his face the last time he was in the ring with us? Flat of his back, looking at the stars. He didn't know what hit him, brother. You ain't gonna know what hit you this time, because this is gonna be your last time. August the 12th, Texas death match. Anything goes, and I'm gonna stomp on your ugly head. What I'm talking about. But we gotta go at it. What is that?
The goal is just to beat you to death, and when you're done and you're
How about that,
tired,
Daddy?
we're gonna beat you some
That's
more.
what you got,
and when you're
that's-
done and tired, we're gonna beat you some more, because that's what we do. You boys don't want none of this. None of it. Let's get them, baby.
The Armstrongs are throwing in all the chips for August the 12th. For those of you who are not familiar with the Texas death match, the Bullet is going to explain it to you right now.
Texas death match, the toughest match in all professional wrestling. And this time, boys, we got the rats in the corner. We got Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, the skipper man. And he'll be doing some skipping because I'll be kicking his butt all across that ring. He'll learn how to skip and really do it right. We've had more trouble with the Fullers and the Goldens. All they've been is thorn in our sides, right, Scott?
That's exactly right. You know what, Dad? All them guys do is slap them jaws, non-stop, all the time. Robert Fuller running his mouth with them buggy whip arms. Jimmy Golden toting the load like he's done for 20 years while Robert Fuller run his mouth. And now they brought in the young stud, Elix Skipper, the guy, he's been to Japan. He's a sensation over there. Got a body like a Greek god, but let me tell you something. It ain't about a body looking like a Greek god. It's about a body getting punched right in the nose, Elix. You know what I'm talking about, bud?
And it ain't about Japan either. It's about Birmingham.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
know
coming
how
up
like
sooner than you
Birmingham.
think. You know what Birmingham's like to us, boys.
We're
second
born and
home.
raised here.
Now, you can chase an old dog a long way, but when he gets home, he's gonna turn around and kick your fanny. So, boys, get ready. Texas death match. Falls don't count. We'll go to some man cannot answer the 10 count, and we'll show you once and for all that Bullet and the boys are still bad to the bone.
Oh, hey, we'll be right back after this message.
This is Frog from Frog's E-Cast Tattoos and Diabolical Novelties.
We have one of the state's largest selections of tattoo art to choose from. We also do custom, tribal, bright color work, cover-ups, new school, old school, or anything you want. Frogs is health department certified, clean, safe, and sterile. We also offer a wide variety of piercings, jewelry, and much more. Frogs also has a newly remodeled pro skateboard shop with all your skateboard needs with brands like Zero, Black Label, Flip, Girl, Element, ATM, Spitfire, Bones, and much more. You can visit us on the web at www.frogsinkhouse.com or come by and see us at 2129 Moody Parkway in Moody, Alabama.
Hey, if you'd like to hit the top of the charts with your business or product, consider advertising with us here on Wrestle Birmingham. Contact us at 205-970-0333 or go to our website at www.wrestlebirmingham.com.
Berry Productions, your source for technical management, staging, and sound and light systems. We'll deliver, set up, and make the magic happen, whether we're using our equipment or yours. We have a top-notch arsenal of sound and light systems that will make your next event sizzle and shine. And our highly professional staging services will have you up and running in no time and looking better than ever. With prices designed for your bottom line, you can't beat Berry Productions. 205-987-3211.
There is so much excitement coming up on August the 12th at the Zamora Shrine Temple that I can't remember it all. I've got to read it for you. NWA Heavyweight Champion Raven versus the Road Dogg. A Texas death match with the Stud Stable versus the Armstrong family. A stretcher match with Brickhouse Brown and McNasty. We've got Loverboy Lee Thomas and Loverboy Dennis Condrey with a loser leave town match. We've got Action Mike Jackson versus Johnny Slaughter, Alan Martin versus Bubba Cagle, Jimmy Powell versus Ranger Ross. There is so much going on, you can't believe it. If you miss this show, you don't have a hair on your
A few weeks ago, ODB was going against Tracy Brooks right here on Wrestle Birmingham. McNasty decided to come out and interfere a little bit, and I don't know what he was doing with the girls. You came out and protected the girls, but later on, he came out and attacked you. You have your match tonight, but it seems to me, as I heard a couple of fans out here say, he's a sore loser.
Well, first of all, I've been in this business 27 years. I've been stomped on, punched out, knocked upside the noggin with chairs. And let me tell you something right now, I ain't about to start crying now. See, McNasty, what you done did is you finna get tore up from the floor up, sucker. I get in where I fit in. And see, now I'm gonna go on and cut right to the chase. See, I'm gonna go on and take it out right now. I'm calling you out, sucker. I wanna be on you like white on rice and everything that ain't nice. Like a collar on a dog, like ham on a fat country hog. I want him in a stretcher match. I want him right here in this ring the next time in a stretcher match. I want somebody carried out. And McNasty, you better pick up the phone and call somebody and ask them what time it is. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, sucker, you in the wrong address if you can't stand my mess. I'm gonna be on you, boy, in a stretcher match right here in Birmingham, USA.
While you're thinking about how much to bet, let's watch the classic match of the week.
First of all, making his way to ringside at 223 pounds, Marietta, Georgia, here is Brad Armstrong. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the ring, weighing in at 232 pounds from Tennessee, here is luscious Robert Fuller. The winner of this match will be the Continental Television Trophy champion.
All right, this, of course, a continuation of a match that started last week. Time ran out before a clear-cut decision could be made, and so Continental Championship Wrestling ordered that the match be continued. So that's exactly what we have now. Brad Armstrong going after Robert Fuller and the Continental TV Championship and trophy. There you see the beautiful trophy. Interesting, in our first match, we had a brand new Southeastern heavyweight champion in the form of Norvell Austin. Referee warning Brad Armstrong, but Armstrong's not the kind of man to take that kind of advantage over anyone. Okay. My apologies for the slightly muffled sound there for just a moment. My microphone had gotten away from me just a tad, but I think we're back on ready now. Brad Armstrong up and over his man, and look at Fuller catch him mid-flight. Full body slam on Brad Armstrong. Fuller missed when he came down with that elbow. Brad Armstrong closing in very quickly. Brad Armstrong now with a side headlock. Remember, this is a continuation of a match that began last week. The Continental TV Championship on the line. A very prestigious title. Armstrong keeping the side headlock. Fuller catches him in the midsection, then gets a side headlock on Brad Armstrong. Armstrong in the green trunks, giving away a good 5 or 6 inches in height. Fuller comes in at about 6'4", and has to go about 200. Beautiful kip up, and a drop kick that has Mr. Fuller outside the ring. Fuller immediately trying to claim that it was over the top rope, automatic disqualification. But it was obvious that Mr. Fuller aided and abetted that situation. But Roy George, a very, very effective official, warning Armstrong just in the event that he might have that thought in mind. Of course, it would not serve Armstrong well to do precisely that. Now, Fuller is not going to win the match in that manner. That is for sure. Top wrist lock. And Fuller got some extra leverage that time, as you could easily see. Remember, next week the Tennessee Stud will be here. Don't forget, of course, that Brad Armstrong and Tommy Wildfire Rich will be at the Heart of Anniston Inn in Anniston, Alabama on Wednesday, January 15th from 4 until 5:30 in a personal appearance autograph session. Right now, Brad Armstrong has got other things on his mind. Say a special hello to my good friend Marty Hood here from the Don Poole Company out of Brightsville. Continental title on the line. The Continental TV title, that is. Fuller using the flat of the foot. Well within the bounds of rules and regulations. Fuller uncorks a hard right hand. The side of the head of Brad Armstrong has him up. Full body slam on Brad Armstrong. Armstrong hurting now, but he powers out. Good second effort. Fuller hurdling Armstrong from the ring. Now Fuller leaving the ring himself. And Armstrong smashed into that steel ring post, caught his shoulder, and that may be the telling difference here. That could well be the difference in this match. As Armstrong is coming up, that shoulder bothering him, obviously. And Fuller wasting no time, and Armstrong fires back. Armstrong with everything that he's got. Injured shoulder and all, and he's giving it everything. That adrenaline is flowing. Tomorrow is when he's going to feel that. He may not feel a lot of pain right now, but tomorrow he's going to know about it. And I don't think he cares. He has one thought in mind, and that's to try and defeat Robert Fuller and take that Continental Television Championship. Armstrong powering away now. Referee Roy George. Wait a minute. Fuller did something to that boot. Caught Armstrong in the pit of the stomach coming in. No, sir, he's on the ropes. He was on the ropes. Referee Roy George trying to tell him that he did not have the 3 count. He did not have the 3 count. Armstrong did, however. Armstrong got the 3 count. Armstrong. Fuller's attention was diverted. He thought he had the match won. Armstrong got him in a rolling cradle. Caught him beautifully. And we have a brand new Continental TV champion. For the official word, here's our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion.
I had a chance to talk to Action Mike Jackson last week about his upcoming show on July the 22nd. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Larry, it's always good to be a part of Wrestle Birmingham.
Man, we're glad to have you here. Can you tell us something about the matches going on?
Well, let me tell you, Jasper is a great wrestling town, one of the hotbeds of professional wrestling as far as I'm concerned. Bullet Bob Armstrong will be there. Scott Armstrong will be there. And we've got some special announcements for you. Bambi, the world's ladies champion, one of the greatest wrestling ladies I've ever seen, will be there. Peggy Lee Leather, about 280 pounds of mean woman, is going to be there, the world's ladies champion. And get this, we go from the extreme to the small. Little Hulk, the world's greatest midget, 3'8", 88 pounds, is making another special guest appearance right there at Sherrill Auditorium. I'm going to have tickets all day at the Kmart right there in Jasper. We're going to be giving away some free tickets. And Larry, I understand the big surprise for everybody, all the wrestling fans, is the film crew will be there. You can come out. It's going to be filmed for television. All of us might be on channel 3340. We might find us some new stars out there.
That's right. So don't miss it. I'll be in Jasper on the 22nd along with the Wrestle Birmingham film crew, so make your plans to be there. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight, but we'll be back next Friday night right here on 3340 at 12:05, so make your plans to be here. Until then, this is Larry Ace Lloyd for Wrestle Birmingham. Hey, what you got?
Gouge, I take every advantage.
What you
I wind you like a spring. I don't care
what you got?
Underneath me, you better learn to
Go
fly.
fish.
Cause you'll hit the mat hard when you come from the sky. Cause I'm a big-time wrestler and I like what I do. I destroy my opponent just to entertain you. I win or I lose by the count of 3. But whatever the outcome, you can't defeat me. The ropes won't save you when I start my attack. If you try to escape, I'll just pull you back. I'll spin you like a top, and when you've had